STEM is a different style of learning that encourages the use of science, technology, engineering, and math while solving problems and preparing students for the real world. STEM gives students 21st century skills and helps them learn to apply science and math to real life situations. A major part of STEM is integrating content between all subjects through projects while still gaining all required information to pass the course. Project-based learning helps students learn the material by doing more than just reading out of textbooks and taking notes. Projects are usually centered on real-life problems or situations and begin with a driving question that guides the learning. The benefits of learning through projects include a better understanding of the concepts, improved social skills, and more motivation to succeed by requiring students to work together to solve a
And then
problem.
the problem is that
Designing a
the
new
iPhone
generation of
company has
smartphone,
ordered us to all use
simulating
this
a
app.
climb up Mount
And
Everest
we
and
really
solving the challenges a
to
climber
make an
might
app that is
face,
fun and
or
for all
discovering
ages.
firsthand what it would
I
be
made
like for children in
Minecraft
other countries to walk
and
many
all these
miles for
things.
clean water are just some project examples.
Teaching through STEM education involves using projects that show how what they are learning can apply to real-life situations. To teach through a project that fits the curriculum, teachers often develop a new project themselves or with other teachers. To create a STEM lesson, teachers start with identifying standards to teach, new technologies to incorporate, and 21st century skills that will be emphasized in the project, with all of these being applied to a real-life situation. In one example of project-based learning, students learn about African countries where kids must walk many miles for water every day instead of going to school. In social studies, students learned about the geography of many countries as well as read a real story about a lost boy from Sudan. Students then bring in water containers and experience firsthand by walking about a mile to a pond and carrying jugs of water back. After the walk, students journal about the experience in language arts. In math, students tally donations and calculate the volume of water carried. The final portion of this project occurs in science class, where students research how to filter water through experiments with different materials to achieve drinkable water. After this project, students have a better understanding of what they are learning and how it can apply globally. Discovering technologies to introduce to students and incorporating them into lessons helps broaden both the students' and the teachers' knowledge. One example would be a project where students were required to develop an invention using 3D modeling software and creating a prototype. This required both the teacher and student to become proficient with the technology. When creating projects, not everything will work out perfectly the first time. Redesigning is typical across many different professions, teaching included. A STEM teacher must often redesign their projects to better fit the needs of students, incorporate new or different aspects, or accommodate time, space, and material limitations. STEM teachers often have different relationships with their students. STEM teachers are often more involved with what the students are learning. For example, in one STEM school, teachers took students to a ropes course as a team-building experience. Students and teachers were able to get to know each other better and develop common feelings of trust. This is important because when working on projects, students work more effectively with one another.